when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Finally run out of bounds, but he gets it all the way back to the 45-yard line and really sets up his offense. So Boston College's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they wanted to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. On first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last. Wants to throw. It's Ryan. He's got it down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Panthers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And they'll just down it right there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Ryan. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier.
Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Joslin. Gets it out fast. He breaks a tackle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He might want another play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming, but they'll need to convert 3rd and 9 to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chambers. And he's brought down after a nice... right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Hauls it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami.
The screen, and watch out.
Any big changes in his ACC flash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Golden Eagles have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Jocelyn. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The give to the big fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Ryan. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Pitt! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen.
The Golden Eagles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Back to throw. It's Ryan. This time he's got his man. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll take another shot here. the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's reeled in. It's Durant. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Jocelyn. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Football with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They'll run it from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense
turning it on. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Pitt pushing the pace. Back to pass, it's Ryan. Soft spot in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bit. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They take the lead with the 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing. So he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Rush is on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll return it from around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Bringing the heat. Running into the open space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Jocelyn. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Racing down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boston College.
Man, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Oh, he's got a chance.
So what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Ryan. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Pitt! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
How about that? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The short hands. It's Anger.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you've got to be throwing at least to the 1st down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This Boston College offense has it working. Fires to the right. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Pitt will have to boot this one away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Fires to the tight end. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
To the air, it's Green. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now this team is falling.